Hey everybody, we're going to right now talk about how to install your Nano light controller. First of all, let me show you this. This is the Nano light controller. Here's an American quarter for reference. So they're about the same size. These are the board on these are a little less than an inch square. Pretty small unit. So what it's got on here is they all come with these dual row headers. Some of them are right angle, so they stick straight up for different configurations on where it's sitting in your Rio controlled plane. Now the top row of pins here, or the inside row if they're right angle, this is all your positive rail. These are all commonly connected, so if you have a bunch of wires out on a wing, a bunch of LEDs out on a wing, you can run one common positive and then bring back each of the LEDs negatives to the bottom pin or the outside pin for the right angle. So just kind of explain how it's hooked up. Got another video that talks about the programming. This talks about the hookup. Now right now when you get them stock, they're designed to take power from your receiver. Your receiver power needs usually between 5 and 6 volts, what these are rated for, and it really doesn't take a lot of current from your receiver. Now, for any reason you do want to hook an external battery for the lights, this is going to be for advanced people. There's a very small solder tab right here with the label called power next to it, and you can desolder that with a soldering iron and hook up the positive of a battery to this pad, and on the bottom side the negative to that pad, and that will power your lights. It's really not needed though, but it's there for guys who want it, I suppose. So try to make this unit be versatile. Now with these 0.1 inch row headers, it takes like a standard servo cable size. I believe a male JST connector will work as well. So when you plug it in, white wire goes to your signal. So on this one I've got a 3-channel radio. This is actually for a car. I'm going to plug this into the 3rd channel, and so there, you're plugged in. Now if you don't have a spare channel and you only have like a battery plug, this will still function as that, and it will behave as if it's in the center position. So if you don't have an extra channel, you can program the lights to just do one function all the time. Now if you do have an empty channel, you can make the functions selectable mid-flight with your transmitter, and this is done with a toggle switch. A 3-way toggle will give you three different distinct behaviors per LED, and then the 2-channel, well, you'll only be able to access 2 of them. Okay, so it's pretty easy. Plug it into your receiver. Now when you're wiring up to these, first of all, with your LEDs, you can run any LED off of these that's rated at 20 milliamps. This is your standard LED, 3 millimeters, even some of the 8 millimeter ones, 10s. The high power Luxian type LEDs, the half watts, those don't work with this controller. We do have another one that's called the power port controller, which will work with those lights. But this one's for more your standard LED. These are, you know, something like you'd find at Radio Shack. They're also available on the website. We've got some real high performance ones. Now we're wiring an LED. Hope you can see this in the video. There's generally a long pin and a short pin. The long pin is your positive pin, and generally, and so this will go to the top row on the controller. So this is your power, and then the short pin is your ground, and that will return into the bottom of the board. So in wiring the LEDs, you don't need a resistor, just wire them straight up. I prefer to just personally solder them myself, and I'm going to probably make another video on just how to easily solder. But with these LEDs, you can also plug them into a servo cable on both ends, and so there's lots of different ways to do this, and we've really tried to stay away from the wiring, because for every plane it's so customized that, you know, just go to Radio Shack. The best iron you can get there is this. It's a It's a 15-watt small little soldering iron. Costs you about $8-10. And then get a roll of solder. This is some good solder. This 0.032 diameter rosin core solder, and then use that to solder it. And that's about all you need. And anyway, and then as far as hookup, we talked about the programming in the other video. Use a Sony remote, Sony coded, and that's pretty much all there is to know. If you have any questions, you can email me on my website. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.